Henrietta Malacad, a member of the Augustinian Sisters of Our Lady of Consolation. I was a foreign missionary for 6 years in Larantuka, Flores Islands, Indonesia. Larantuka has a strong Portuguese colonial influence. I find Indonesia culture as friendly and close to our very own Filipino culture. The language itself, Bahasa Indonesia and Filipino language, had many similar words like mata, bola, pinto, abu, langit, lima, kanan, puti, and more vocabularies. It's not easy but not hard to learn the language. Flores Islands have a strong and amusing culture and artistic practices. I really admire their faithfulness to their traditions, and I, as a Filipina Catholic, can easily relate to their rituals and practices. Larantuka is well known for its unique Semana Santa tradition, or what we call the Prosesi Jumat Agung di Larantuka. This tradition is being visited and participated by tourists, especially from Europe, because of its exceptional Holy Week celebration, wherein Mary as Our Lady of Sorrow is the focus of the Holy Week celebration rather than the passion and death of Jesus Christ. Thousands of people joined the procession. Shortly after his election, His Holiness Pope Francis called for more interreligious dialogue as a way of building bridges and establishing true links of friendship between all people. He added that it was crucial to intensify outreach to non-believers so that the differences which divide and hurts us may never prevail. This reminds me of one of the most significant, memorable experiences in which I am very grateful for in Flores Islands, the experience of real interreligious dialogue. We had the chance to join the bishop in his pastoral visits to different parishes, at the same time to institute the sacraments of confirmation to people of different ages at that time in Adunara Island. What struck me most is the participation and contribution of Islam and some elders in this big Catholic activity of the parish. It was very touching to see many Muslim men in their headscarf and women in their glossy, colorful jebab dress in front of the big church, chanting beautifully to welcome the bishop. While the Eucharistic celebration and the institution of the sacrament of confirmation was going on, the Islam people with some elderly Christians were busy cooking. Lunch was served and shared in common in a spirit of joy and thanksgiving, of being together regardless of religion. There were no discrimination, prejudices, and unfairness. All were free to mingle. I really felt the sense of equality among people. Sharing and listening to their stories is a great possibility to connect and links, bridges, thus establishing the links of friendship between our brothers and sisters from different faiths. As I stayed long in the mission, I was really fortunate not to learn and to witness, but to live out in many ways the real meaning of interreligious dialogue, thus making it alive and true to life. On July 6, 2013, the Holy Father addressed the seminarians and novices saying, "Becoming a priest or a man or woman religious is not primarily our own decision. Rather, it is a response to a call of love." Way back 20 years ago, while the European countries suffered from lack of priests and nuns, and when religious vocations seemed increasingly unattractive, Indonesia, the most populous Muslim state in the world, was experiencing a golden season of Christian religious vocation, says one priest in Java. It is true, many young people were entering the seminaries and convents that time. Seemingly, this evidence called the attention of many congregations who entered different parts of Indonesia to venture for vocation promotion. Jesus said, "Go out into the deep." But entering into the deep was not an easy task. It required a lot of energy, conviction, hard work, endurance, perseverance that each one of us was challenged to to respond to a call of love. In our experience, we Augustinian sisters did school to school and parish to parish vocation promotion. Likewise, family visitations and attending community celebrations. I have observed fundamental motives were obvious reason for young Indonesians respond to the call of their religious vocation. The living out of our charism, which is compassion, and the witnessing of our Augustinian spirituality of community life in the context of intercultural living that spontaneously flowed out in the larger community, attracted families, particularly young ladies, to join our congregation. Our intercultural, international communities also became a witness to values of universal sisterhood and acceptance of diversity as a gift of God and our way of life. Flores people were more attracted to the beauty of Christian traditions. Like when we introduced the Santo Niño de Cebu to the people of Lalantuca, celebrating his feast every January, the way we celebrate here in the Philippines, with procession followed by Eucharistic celebration and community dancing, games, and agape, was made as an instrument for friendship and unity. First with our neighbors, then with some people in the town, and spread out farther to some islands. Indonesians are more inclined towards what appeals to the body and mind festivals and popular devotions. To conclude, let me share to you God's message during my closure retreat. I asked the Lord for one favor. Lord, give me a special message to my Indonesian mission experiences. And Jesus lovingly replied, everything is a blessing.